Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. We have some stuff to go over as per usual. Some tryouts that happened 2 days ago. I didn't actually realize that they happened, but I came across it this morning, so I wanted to go over the tryouts that happened for the Packers, I think on Monday. At least that's when it was reported. As you can tell, I got rid of my chair-looking mic metal thing. It's lower. Some of you guys just didn't like it, and I was like, okay, if you don't like it, I'll try to cover it. Or I can just keep it right here. What do you think? Do you like that better? It actually does look like a chair. Anyways, let's put that back and let's get down to business. Okay, that should be good. So starting off right here from Rob Demovsky, we have more tryouts from the Packers. Safety Tenny Adewusi from Delaware, outside linebacker Alan Cater, North Carolina, outside linebacker Landis Durham, Texas A&M, defensive end Bryson Young from Oregon. So I have some info on all these guys, did some research sort of on their story basically, or where they're from, what they've got going on. And also the Packers would have to probably cut some guys to bring any of these guys in to Green Bay because the roster is pretty full. And I think on August 17th, the Packers are going to have to move their roster from I think 90 players to 85. So who knows if any of these guys will be added to the team. It could not happen. But first off, we have safety Tenny Adewusi. He's 5'11", 200 pounds. He actually played quarterback in high school, but when he went to Delaware, he converted to cornerback, so that's pretty interesting. I think he was a dual-threat quarterback back in high school. Then in 2019, he goes undrafted, and then he was signed by the Giants as an undrafted free agent. Didn't get to play any snaps there. And then actually in 2020, he played for the XFL. I'm pretty sure that league got I'm pretty sure that league is no longer around, at least at the moment. Or maybe like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson bought it. I don't think they're playing right now, though, but in 2020, he played for the Dallas Renegades, and he actually played in 5 games that year and had like 20 or so tackles. So Packers trying out a guy who played a lot of cornerback. Who knows if he'll actually get added to this roster. The next off, we have outside linebacker Aaron Cater, North Carolina, 6'4", 260, pretty big dude. Played at North Carolina from 2016 to 2020. He actually tore his ACL in 2018. Which is unfortunate for him. But then here in his 2019 season, I have this little excerpt from a website that I found. I think it was North Carolina's actual, website. This is what they had to say about him in his 2019 season. They said, appeared in all 13 games and 7 starts at linebacker, had 20 tackles, a half sack, 2.5 tackles for loss, 5 pressures and 2 pass breakups, had 3 tackles in a QB hurry against South Carolina. Then if you want to keep reading what he did there through the season, that is what he did. But it seemed that he had a pretty good season in 2019. But he hasn't, I don't think he's been on any NFL team. He hasn't really done much since, going undrafted in 2020. So the Packers tested out another outside linebacker. And then we have another outside linebacker, Landis Durham from Texas A&M, who tried out. This could be, because Randy Ramsey injured himself outside linebacker. So maybe they want to potentially bring in some more bodies at outside linebacker. But they haven't brought in any of these guys or signed any of these guys yet, and it has been 2 days since the tryouts at least were reported. So who knows if they have a plan, the Packers have a plan to add these guys at all. But Landis Durham, 6'3", 255, went undrafted in 2019, signed by the Rams in 2019 as an undrafted free agent, and he has yet to play a snap in the NFL. And then I found a scouting report here from him back in 2019. I wanted to read it, give us a little more info on this guy. So it says Landis Durham has been a productive pass rusher for Texas A&M over his career, but the traits and skills needed to translate that success to the NFL do not appear to be present. Despite his impressive array of rush moves and pass rush technique, Durham's lack of size, athleticism, burst, and bend will hold him back significantly against a more talented competition. He's also a poor run defender who is too easily bullied off the ball. Finding the right scheme could be tough for Durham, but his best case scenario is probably landing a gig as a rotational pass rusher on third down for a team without great depth on the edge. And I'm pretty sure I got that from the Draft Network. So that's some info on Durham. And then our final guy here, a final tryout, we have defensive end from Oregon, Bryson Young. So he was also an undrafted free agent, but in 2020. And then he signed by the Falcons, was waived in August of 2020. And he hasn't really seen, any playing time as well. So here's a little bit of info from him at his time in Oregon. This is from 24/7 Sports, a site called Duck Territory. I guess it's a Oregon Ducks blog. They said this about him in his final season. They say Young started the 13 of Oregon's 14 games as a senior and was a vital playmaker all over the field for the Ducks in 2019. As a team captain in 3 of Oregon's games, Young became a defensive leader at the stud position for the Ducks with 56 tackles, including 5.5 tackles for a loss and 2 sacks on the season. Young's best game of his Oregon career came in the Pac-12 championship, where the senior totaled 8 tackles, including 1.5 tackles for a loss and 1 sack. So those are all the guys who tried out in the past, few days. It was reported the Packers did sign defensive tackle Josh Avery after he tried out. So will any of these guys be added to the roster? I have no idea. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe it will. But the Packers do have to cut down the roster soon. So maybe this is just to see if maybe they like any of these guys. We will see if they actually get signed or not. And yesterday I asked you guys to comment where you were from because some of you guys had told me and I was curious. Tons of you guys commented. I just want to read some of the places people are from because I think it's sort of crazy. We got Mark T from Germany, Doug Mahone from Des Moines, Iowa, Alejandro from New York City. We got Kansas City, Missouri, Killamel from Chicago. There were some other crazy ones in here. We got someone from Minnesota. Yeah, Packers, good choice. Not the Vikings. There we go. We got Lohai from the Czech Republic. Pretty awesome. We got HF from Portugal. We have, what else? Houston, Texas. Texans unite. I'm a Texan, born and raised. Rick Gonzalez, Texas. There we go, another Texan. We got Brazil, Alabama, Bangladesh. That's pretty crazy. Is there football? Do they play football in Bangladesh? I'm curious. I don't know. If you're watching this, if that's you, I think your name is Matt McKagan. Do you play football there? I don't know. We got Arizona, USA, Richmond, Virginia, Idaho, Canada, India. What else? There's a couple of cool ones in here, like crazy places. Another Brazil. UK. There we go. Guatemala. Dang, Hungary. Golly, this is pretty crazy. But anyway, Philippines. See, it's crazy how many people from other countries are Packers fans. I think it's pretty sweet. I guess maybe people, turn on the NFL, see the Packers, and you're just like, how could I not cheer for Aaron Rodgers? How could I not cheer for the Green Bay Packers? So that is awesome, and I appreciate all you guys who, been watching these videos, commenting, liking, all that kind of stuff. It's lots of fun. So without you guys, I'd just be talking to this camera in my room by myself. I mean, I still am talking to this camera in my room by myself, but at least after, I recorded, you guys watch it. So that is all for right now, and I'll see you guys on the next one.